It's 9:30, folks, so we'll make a start on the briefing on the 1st of August. Well, it's certainly a bit cooler than yesterday.
36 did you get to there?
It was, yeah, about 35 degrees, and you can add another 5 degrees probably for standing on the runway. So it was pretty hot yesterday, but much cooler today because we're back into a westerly airflow. And it's quite a moist westerly airflow as well. You can see, we just scroll back a little bit to the overnight chart. The cold front went through very slowly. It had died out. There was hardly any rain on it. Maybe the north of England and East Anglia had a little bit, but none here. And then we've just got a series of very weak features to the west of us at the moment. Winds, they are lightish on the ground, probably 7 or 8 knots, west southwesterly, maybe 250, 260 degrees, and westerly 270, 280 at flying heights, probably around about over us 15 knots at max. Now you can see from the sat pic, this is probably that very weak occluded front. There is a little bit of rain just down over here, odd showers, but they are dying out in the West Country. Hopefully they won't get to us, but it is a change of air mass. I think it's coming in and going to give us more chance of spread out in the afternoon. So temperature-wise, let's say a good 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. I think max probably, if we're lucky, 24 degrees in the south here. Probably early afternoon, and it could, if we get spread out, actually go down a little bit as the afternoon goes on, and I think conditions will deteriorate in the afternoon. Dew points, they're currently between 14 and 16, so I would think dew points will be down around about 12 or 13 in our area, between sort of here and Oxford, really. Playing with those numbers and the soundings, you can see that there's predicted quite a lot of moisture within the area from about 3,000 feet up to 6,000 feet, and that stays here all day. It's certainly an indication that there will be spread out, but where it's sort of sunny, better areas, I think you should see cloud base between 4,000 and 4,500 feet above sea level. If you get spread out and lower temperatures, then I suspect the cloud base will be about 3.5. So it's just a lottery really as to where it's going to be reasonable and where it's going to spread out. Top Meteo are suggesting it becoming 3,000 feet or maybe a little bit more by late morning, 11:30, and then scrolling through 1,200–1,300 meters by 1 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, they're showing quite a lot more cloud in the south, still remaining okay, Oxford and east of there in this area here. But we're seeing more cloud. And I think it's something to do with the weak occluded front that's sort of strolling past us. They're picking that up with their prediction of the cloud amounts. You can see spread out over us and deteriorating perhaps around our area in the afternoon from sort of 3 o'clock onwards, but still okay east of Oxford out towards Cambridge. And I think that's probably going to be the case, just keeping an eye on what that weak occluded front does, because this is probably its effect here. Predicted distance, well, as you might imagine, not a lot to the west of us, but mainly up to the north and then east. So for the brave and adventurous, possibly 300k out towards Oxford, and then somewhere like Grafham Water and back by Didcot. Yeah, should be reasonable. Tomorrow, looking better. Still breezy westerly, northwesterly though. And we're not going to lose those winds for the next couple of days. 20 knots probably at flying heights. So flying day today, better one tomorrow, and certainly something on Monday. So 3 days in a row. Looking good. Okay, if you are going flying today, bits of airspace. A lot of the military stuff gone away at the weekends, but you've still got this parachuting. Hopefully this will be the last day, just east of Bicester, 3 nautical mile radius, and it's up to 10,000 feet. Hours of operation, 8:30 to 7 o'clock tonight. And the British Grand Prix, the restricted area at Silverstone and Western, just small circles, like extended ATZs really, and they look something like this. It's up to 2,500 feet above sea level. Basically, they helicopter people from Western to Silverstone and back during the day. And apart from that, it's fairly quiet.
Only thing I've noticed, fly past at Basingstoke. That's 4 o'clock by one Spitfire. It's going around all the different hospitals.
Oh, okay. That one's popped up. Excellent. For tomorrow, not really much else apart from restricted area at Old Warden. The AICs, which normally pick up all the restricted areas, are very, very quiet. There's only 2 lines on those. There would normally be 20 to 25 bits of restricted airspace. Operationally, we're on 27. If you want to fly, please come out to the runway. We won't run a grid today. Just come out when you want to go and we'll get you going. Thanks, folks.